Flosstube. My name is Danielle. I am the NV Slow Stitcher here on YouTube and also on Instagram. And I thought I would pop on tonight and show you what I've been working on. I do have some purchases, some new starts, sadly no finishes. And I thought I would do a quick whip parade. So today is Friday, January 31st. Nothing like waiting till the last minute. I was going to film 2 weeks ago, but I did get sick, and then Friday nights kind of seemed the best night for me to do floss tubes. Every other Friday I have off from the bowling alley and my family is bowling, so I'm here by myself with just the animals. So it's a good time to kind of sit down and film. But I thought I would pop on and maybe I'll start with some life events. So I haven't seen everybody since Christmas. So Christmas was good. It was quiet. Had all the children together. We went to my sister-in-law's, had dinner. Her wife's children, sorry, my husband is texting me. Her wife's children were there with all the grandbabies. Both my little grandbabies were there. So it was a nice time. New Year's Eve was very quiet. We really don't go out anymore. We're kind of past that whole going out scene. I think my husband and I were in bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Sadly, we lost our little Yorkie. His name was Jojo. Well, his actual name when we first got him this was my husband's pick, Rat Finkelstein. But we shortened that to Jojo. He would have been 18 years old this year. So that was kind of a hard loss. You know, we'd lost Nala, our other big dog, in November. So it hasn't been a good couple of months with losing our animals. So we've been a little bit emotional about that. That's really kind of about all that's been going on. Working, stitching, just kind of all of that stuff. But let's go ahead and jump right into, we'll start with purchases. So my first purchase is Valentine's Day Quilt by Primrose Cottage. It's really kind of pretty. I think I'm really kind of getting into these cute little pillows and how Primrose Cottage is kind of designing them. They're really kind of adorable. So that's my first purchase. My second purchase, obviously, is the Just Cross Stitch magazine. And there's some really cute ones in here this year. I really love these little Valentine hearts. I just am not 100% sure about how to go about making the hearts. I'm gonna have to maybe practice on something other than my stitching. And then I think everything else is pretty much digital. So my children spoiled me for Christmas. They bought me an iPad and the iPencil in a case. Yeah, so it's been kind of fun playing with this and kind of learning how to do some cross stitch on like good notes and stuff. So my first purchase, these all are pretty much from Etsy. It's called Springtime from My Blue Violet Mood. Hopefully this shows up pretty good. So it's a cute little Easter pattern, and I really don't have a lot of Easter patterns. The next one is Valentines Gnomes. from Wonder Stitch UA on Etsy. And they're just cute little Valentine gnomes. I thought they were cute. Hopefully there'll be some quick stitches. And the third one, Christmas Snowman, and I got this at Minty Knity Creations. I think we all probably have fetishes with snowman, and I thought he was absolutely gorgeous. Love that one. The next one, I really, really love. And I think I might be starting this one here pretty quick. I gotta get all the colors, but isn't that gorgeous? No, I don't think, did I say what Etsy store? I got this one at Digital Patterns World. Just gorgeous. They actually had quite a lot of really nice ones that I liked. So those are pretty much all my purchases. I think I got some floss. I got the floss to go with the Primrose Cottage Valentine Day quilts. And then I got some floss to go with another new start that I'll show here in a second. And then, have you guys ever been onto, how do you say it? Pinker and Punkin Quilting? She has a blog. I discovered it, I want to say it was through Artie the Vintage Stitcher. She talks about her a lot. And I'd gone onto it a couple times and kind of looked, but never really did a lot of investigating or reading her blog until recently. But she has a ton of free patterns on there. And I got this one. It is called Summer House. So I'm really excited about getting that one started. But yeah, you should go check out her blog. She's got a lot on there. She really does. A lot of, and it's all free. So those, I believe, are all my purchases. And then I decided, I had probably about a half hour wait for my nail lady. She was kind of running behind. So I went to the library and I thought, I'm going to see what kind of cross stitch books they have there. So I checked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And they're older. Like I have told you guys before, I live in a small little town. So there's a lot of older stuff. So I rented this one. What is it called? Donna Cooler's 555 Timeless Cross Stitch Patterns. I've kind of looked through here and earmarked a few of them that I thought were pretty cute. I can't really show them to you because there's really not a lot of pictures. Oh, I'll show you this one. There's that one. I really like bears. So that one I think will be really cute to do. This one I thought was really pretty too. Autumn. Really kind of like that one. That one also looks like a pretty big one. And then Santa Claus and American Treasure by Leisure Arts, Millennium Edition. And there's a lot of Santas in this one. I was quite surprised at how many there were. And it kind of gives you the history of Santa Claus. Does it tell me what year it was done. 1999. And I actually earmarked quite a bit in here. But there's that one. Hopefully the glare is not too bad. There's a lot in here, so I might not show you all of them, but this one, I thought this one was adorable. That's kind of like the Santa Claus that I remember. Sorry for the Vader shake. If you heard that, it shook. It appeared to me that it shook the whole camera. And now he's licking it. Vader James. No. You can come say hi if you want to, but you don't need to be... Yeah. You want to say hi? Come here. Come on. Oh. Can you say... No. Say hi to everybody on Flosstube. No. Say hi to everybody on Flosstube. No. Okay. Get down. I know. Good boy. Sorry. And there's... I didn't earmark this one just because, to me, I like the red Santas. But, I mean, they have ones in yellow coats and green coats, and just really cute. So, I look forward to stitching some of those, make some copies. And then Vanessa Ann's Holidays and Cross Stitch from 1995. There's some really cute patterns in this one. None that I really earmarked. That's kind of my style. And then Vanessa Ann's Victorian Stitch. Again, there's a lot of really pretty patterns in here. A lot of floral ones between the last one I just showed and this one. But none that I really earmarked. None that really spoke to me in that one. And then Cross Stitch Myth and Magic. I don't know who it's by. David and Charles. And there's some really neat ones in this one, but again, nothing that I really, nothing that really spoke to me. But that's always a good resource. Like, I thought I'd kind of chat about that for a second. Your library, your public library, generally is a good resource for cross stitch. Actually, probably any kind of crafts. You know, you just go down there and peruse through that section of the library and find quite a bit of stuff. Okay, now make sure I don't run over the dog's tail because, you know, he's right here. Let's jump into new starts. So I have 3 new starts. So my first new start, which was also a purchase, is Valentine Day Quilt by Primrose Cottage. And I am doing it on 14 count Aida with all the called for colors. And I did happen to have some light pink fabric. So that's where I am on that. Just kind of started the border. And I had purchased some stretcher bars last year and tried them in my stand that I have. And I keep forgetting to figure out which stand it is. But I wasn't liking the whole setup. And then a week or two ago, I thought, all right, you bought the stretcher bars so you could try it with the stand, like really give it a try, give it a shot. So I thought I would, you know, something little. I thought I would try it on that. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it works. Because I've been noticing my thumb here, like this part, stitching in hand, really has kind of been getting a little bit sore. So that kind of concerns me. My next new start, I'm feeling a little out of sorts. Maybe I need to film a little bit more than every month and a half. My next new start is Afternoon in the Mountains by, I know I'm going to butcher this, Les Petites Croix. I really love this one. I'm a winter girl. I really enjoy wintertime and winter scenes and Christmas and all of that stuff. So I kind of seem to navigate a lot towards those kind of patterns. And I have a really big start on this one. And yeah, I meant that sarcastically, but a start is a start, right? I am doing this on 14 count. It's just, I actually think it's more like an eggshell or an off-white by Zweigart with all the called for colors. And there is a lot of colors in this. Yeah, a lot of colors. So this one I think is going to be, it's going to be a big project that's going to take me quite a while to do. But I will get it done because I love it. Making all the noise, sorry. Oh, and there's like stuff floating everywhere in here. And then my next new start is Wedding Sampler by It's So Emma. My husband and I got married in March, and I was going to wait till March to start it, but I really love this one. And I'm not doing it on called for fabric, and I'm not using called for thread. I am doing it on 14 count white. It looks more like cream, by Zweigart. And I'm doing, I forgot to grab the colors. It's a variegated blue DMC 121. So again, not a huge start, but a start. Let me see if I can find, I thought I pulled it, yeah. So this is the variegated, and I think I messed up when I did this. Let me know if I'm wrong, but you know, I like cut all the floss to put them on the floss drop. And then when I pulled the first one, I was like, oh, there's not a lot of variegation on that piece. So when you have variegated floss like this, do you leave it, you know, do you wind it on a bobbin instead of cut it and put it on these? I bought 5 skeins, and I put 4 of them on the floss drops and left 1 all together. And I decided to you start with the one that was all together, so I might have to buy more. So yeah, let me know, please, please. So those are my new starts, and I'm gonna just put them down there so I don't make a big mess. And I do have some whips that I have been working on. So this one is Love You Most and Be Mine. So I'm working on the Love You Most part, and this is by the Camping Stitcher. I started this one last year. Kind of put it down for a little while and then kind of forgot about it for a minute. So I'm doing this on 14 count Ada Minty Green Opalescent by Zweigart. I'm not using any of the called for colors. The only reason why is because I didn't have the colors on hand and I didn't want to wait for them to come in before I started it. So this is where I am with this one. Just trying to see if I'm in frame. So as you can see, I have combined Be Mine and Love You Most. The problem that I'm finding is I think I did a good job, I think, with kind of matching up the letters. So it looked good on the fabric. However, I don't think that I'm going to have enough room over here for the X's and O's. And I have too much room on this side. And we'll have to add more hearts. So I'm thinking of changing it and putting the X's and O's over here and just a few more hearts over here to kind of match up with this. But almost done. And then I'm going to put the border from Be Mine on the bottom. And then I thought about taking the sides of the border from Love You Most and putting them on the sides. But once I get a little bit closer, I'll kind of play with that a little bit and see what I think. But that's where I am on that one. Luckily that was unzipped. I didn't have to make any noise with that one. I can't guarantee on the other one, so yeah, nope. And then this one is, I always forget the name of this one, Wintertime by It's So Emma. So this one is a Fat Quarter Shop quarterly stitch bag. So this is Wintertime by It's So Emma. I am using all the called for DMC, but I am doing it on 14 count Ada by Zweigart that I dyed last year. I'm kind of a little worried that the white, for some reason, isn't really showing up very well. But the last time I showed it, I just had the tree done in the Wintertime up top. So I've gotten the penguin, the start of the fox, and part of some of the bear down there. So making some progress on it. It's kind of slow going, but I'm going to save that one for last. And then this one is Home Sweet Home by Stitching with the Housewives. All I have it on is a black and white. It's just black and white, but they did it on white fabric with black lettering. And I am doing it on 14 count red. I believe it's Zweigart. I can get it open. And oh my gosh. And this is where I am on that one. So I think the last time you saw it, I don't remember if I had the W done. I don't think I did. So it's close to a finish. I just need to buckle down and get it done. Making that for my put in my kitchen. The bottoms of my walls are red. So I'm kind of excited about that one. And then the last whip that I've been working on. It's never good when you are missing a needle. hopefully I just stole the needle and it's not floating around somewhere. So this one is Winter Tranquility by Twin Peak Primitives. I actually kind of have made quite a bit of progress on this one. And this one I think is the one that I've been focusing on. Oh no, I found my needle. The one I've been focusing on the most. And my husband got me some nurges for Christmas. So it's in a nurge and I didn't take it out, but so I believe the last time I showed it, I just had part of this side. Well, I had all of this done, and then I had part of this done. So I filled in all the windows and I finished this side. So this here calls for it to be black and it just wasn't looking right to me. So I took it all out and made it white so it looks, you know, matches the roof. And then filled in the windows with, I don't even remember what color I used. I want to say it's Marmalade, Classic Colorworks Marmalade. That's what I want to say. And then I'm trying to figure out, I don't know if you can see where my thread is here. I'm trying to figure out how to make this into like a walkway instead of it being all snow. So this side here, when I follow the same here, it's not matching up well. So I need to play with that a little bit more, but I really want to get it done and hung up. And I'm still struggling with what color to do the door. So if you have any ideas how to make this walkway, I didn't want to make it straight because I just didn't think that would look good. I thought kind of angled, but I just don't know how to make this side match up with that. So if you have any ideas on that, and if you have an idea on what color to do the door, let me know in the comments. Very excited about this one. I would have continued to work on this one, but I knew that I needed to kind of move on to some other projects. So those are all my whips that I have, whips that I've been working on. So I thought I would do a whip parade because it is that time of year. I wasn't going to, but I watched, I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Artie, the vintage stitcher. Excuse me, hiccuping. Whoever it was talking about, she's starting to understand the reason why we do whip parades at the beginning of the year. She said it was to kind of reignite our enthusiasm for the projects that we probably haven't picked up in a while, which I can see because a lot of these in here, honestly, I probably have not really even looked at for a while. So the first one that I'm going to show you, and these are in no particular order, just pulling them out of the bag. The first one I'm going to show you is Carol Manning, her Carol Manning design Poinsettia. This one I've been working on for a while. All of these I have been working on for a while. Technically, I should not have even started any new ones. But you know how we are. And that's where I am on this one. So not much more to finish this block, and then I can move on to the next one. 14 count Ada, Cream and Sugar by Fabric Flare, Fiber on a Whim, excuse me. So that's Poinsettia. This one I haven't picked up in a while, and I'm not 100% sure why. This one is Halloween Tiny Town by Heart and Hand, excuse me. And this is where I am on that one. I don't think I have touched this one in probably 6 months or more. I really need to get back into that one because it really is cute. I really do love it. With the exception of, you probably have heard me talk about it 100 times, the white puffy floss that I chose. Even though it's glow in the dark, it is still a pain in the butt to use. The next one is it's The Collectors by Autumn Lane. And I really love this one, with the exception of I don't really care for how the black is turning out, and I just need to sit down and just muscle through it. Just do it. I almost have page 1 done. I just have a little bit more of him to do and a little bit more of the trees here. And this is 14 count Ada. And I want to say it's Yule, but I don't think I got it by Seraphim Fabrics, but I might have. I'll have to see if I wrote this down somewhere. But I love the fabric. The fabric is very soft. But that's where I am. But you know, black, you know, it's kind of hard to stitch with. But I need to muscle through it because it really is a pretty neat pattern. And then my next one, oh yeah, that I haven't even looked at in a long time, is Sam's and Stripes by Vicky Hastings, the Cricket Collections. Oh, and The Collectors, I am using all the calls for color, sorry. With this one, I am doing this one on 14 count Ada. It's called American Stars by Fabric Flare, and I am using all the called for colors. And the white, to me, looks pretty ghosty when I look at it. I don't know. I did change the flag. I didn't quite understand. If somebody knows, please let me know. I didn't understand why the flag, the American flag, is just blue. Blue with gold star. 4 of them. 4 of them? Yeah. I didn't quite understand that. So I changed it to match our flag. Do you guys ever, what do they call them? FUO? Is that what they call them? Where you decide not to do a cross stitch anymore? Like if you're not loving it, you haven't touched it in a while, do you just get rid of it, get it out of your stash, get it out of your whip pile? Do you do that? I put one away because it was just kind of irritating me, frustrating me a little bit. But it's still there, and I know it's still there. I don't know if I could actually like throw it away. I don't know if I could do that. The next one that I'm doing is Proud and True. It's a blue ribbon design by Belinda Carls Nace. And this one is my first sampler. And I haven't touched this one in a long time also. I like the way it's turning out. I don't know why I haven't touched it. And that's where I am on that one. Hopefully I'm in frame, guys. Vader scratching on the floor. What are you doing? Vader James, what are you doing? Sorry. There must be something he wants under the sofa, the couch. My next one is the Prairie Schooler Santas, and I am working on the 1997 one. So this one here, that one I'm doing for my husband and mine's first Christmas together. And I have not touched this one in quite a while. This one I'm doing on 10 count Ada Mocha Tulle, all the called for colors. One of his treats must have fell under there at some point in time. And I think I did fail to mention on the Pride and True, I am doing it on 14 count. I think it's just called Oatmeal, all called for colors. Oh, this one. This one. I don't have a picture of it handy. I will have to insert a picture here or here. I never know exactly where they're gonna go till I rewatch. This one is very pretty. 14 count Ada that I dyed. I don't remember the color. It's cherry red. Yeah, cherry red. And it came out a lighter red or lighter pink. I like a mauve color. It looks a lot darker than it is. But I have a mistake. I want to say it's in here. I want to say it's in this part here somewhere. So I'm a little nervous because it's symmetrical. So the other side, when I get to it, will be the same. So if I have that mistake and I don't copy that mistake, is it not gonna look okay? Oh, I thought that was a piece of fuzz. It's very pretty. And maybe I just need to not worry about things so much and just do it. Well, like the Prairie Schooler Santa, I don't remember what video it was in, but I started with 4 strands of floss in his hat and part of his face, and then I picked it back up and forgot and did 3 strands of floss. I don't know if you can see it. I honestly don't know if I can see it. So maybe I will just breathe, not be so critical, and just do it. Who cares? right? Like some people say, there's no cross-stitch police. The next one is Christmas Cubbies by Debbie Mitchell. And this one, I really haven't gotten a ton done. I actually do think that I probably worked on this a little bit since the last time you saw it, but not a lot. The fireplace, honestly, is no joke. That's where I am on that. So, for those of you that are new or don't remember, this I started when I was married to my ex-husband. So we got married in 1993, and I probably started it, we got married in August of 2000 or 1993. And I probably started this a little bit after that. And I had about half of it done. So I believe I was like half of the Christmas tree. So I had all this done. And then my ex-husband and I got divorced, and somewhere in the shuffle, it got lost. Oh, I was so upset about it. 2 years ago, how old is Vader? 3 years ago, I found the pattern on Etsy, purchased it. Vader was just a couple months old, and I had it on the coffee table. We went bowling, came home, he ate it. Oh! So, I waited a couple months, or I think I waited a year or two, found it again on eBay, purchased it, have kept it up so he doesn't eat it again. And that's where I am on that. So this one has been around my world for a while. I'm gonna grab my last whip. I'll be right back. I'm actually quite surprised I didn't bring it over. So I'm excited to really kind of get some focus time on that one. And the last whip that I have in my whip pile is Red by Nora Corbett. It's a memorabilia. This was a birthday start, I think, 2 years ago. And I don't think I really have gotten any more done since probably the last time you saw it. It is 14 count Ada Stormy Nights, I believe is what it's called, by Fiber on a Whim. All called for colors. And I love this one. I really need to kind of devote more time to this one. I really need to come up with better rotation, which I have a plan for that, a tentative plan for that. So I believe that is all of my whips that I have. I have 4 other projects kitted up down there that I haven't touched. We're just gonna leave them there because they're not really a whip, right? Plans. So I think in my last video, I had said that I was not going to start anything. I'm not a very good planner. A lot of Flosstubers sit down and you know, make notes, all that good stuff. I always think about it, and I always say, okay, I'm going to sit down and do this today, and I don't. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to make any plans other than I am going to work towards not starting any new projects, which I guess is kind of a goal or a plan. And I am going to work towards at least having 6 finishes for this year. Last year, 2024, I only had 2. Not very good. Kind of makes me a little bit sad. So yeah, those are my plans. Work towards not starting anything new. If I do, I do. But I'm going to do my best to not start anything new. And 6 finishes. Whew. 6 finishes out of this. I don't want to get myself into that trap of, oh, I have 6 finishes. I better pick some little stuff and do them. 6 finishes out of this stuff. My whips, my new starts. 6 finishes. So I think that is all I have for you tonight. I don't know if I'm going to insert some pictures of JoJo at the beginning or at the end, but I am going to insert some pictures of him. He was a beloved dog that we got when my youngest son Connor was in preschool. Connor will be turning 22 next week, so that kind of gives you a little bit of insight into how long, you know, JoJo has been here. Like, you say, oh, we've had this dog for 17 years, but I think when you put it in perspective, oh, preschool to 21 years old, you know, it's like, wow, that's pretty much your whole life. And thank you for watching. Thank you for being patient through my stumbles through and my lack of whatever. Sometimes I don't even know. And I've lost the clicker again. But I do appreciate you watching. If you kind of liked what you saw, if you would hit the subscribe button, I would appreciate that. And until next time, I will try to come back on before the last day of February. So we'll see you later. I hope you guys have a wonderful month, get lots of stitching done, and find what you love. Thank you.